Hi, welcome to Sinta Positivo. You probably have already tried to put the law of attraction in practice somehow, or at least have already asked yourself how your thoughts can influence your mind. In this video, you will learn from a totally scientific perspective how the law of attraction works, and you will also learn a technique to make it work for you. Our brain is an electrochemical organ. That means that all the billions of neurons that are there, they work with electricity, and that also generates several other chemical substances. Every time you get a new information from your five senses, you use several areas of your brain. Also, the subconscious mind is always performing several tasks to take care of your body and your health. And your subconscious mind does that all the time, even when you're sleeping. As well as any other electric device, the brain generates an electromagnetic field around him when he is working. You probably think that the brain controls the entire body, right? But did you know that the heart, that many believe that is only the pump for a body, has its own brain, which works completely separate from the brain in your head? The heart is the first organ to be generated, and it's always there, not only distributing blood, but pulsating and influencing everything around it, even before the brain is created. The heart is connected to all parts of our body, providing blood and everything that it needs to work. But the heart influences the cells in our body in a different way as well, with its pulsation. The heart pulsation generates electromagnetic waves way stronger than the ones generated by the brain. The scientists can already measure this electromagnetic field around someone's body. It reaches 13 feet. The way that this field interacts with everything around it is similar to the Earth's electromagnetic field. The energy rises around the body in a circular move, goes around, and comes back to the heart from the bottom, all the time. And when this energy comes back to your heart, the brain in your heart reads it in a different way than a brain in your head. That's your intuition. Have you already noticed when you're talking to someone who apparently did nothing bad, but even though you have something suspicious about that person, that's your intuition coming straight from your heart and telling you that it read something around you that doesn't look good. Since your electromagnetic field is always interacting with the other people's field and vice versa, we are always sending and receiving different types of energy all the time. Imagine your heart as a satellite that receives and processes different energies from the field around you, but which also sends its own energy all the time. And what determines the type of energy that you're sending is what you're feeling. Exactly, your emotions, good or bad emotions. Be you conscious of that or not. But what we think influences only what is around us. You probably have already heard about the experiments that show that the vibrations and the feelings that come out from the human body can influence the things around us, like the rice and the water experiment. But did you know that HeartMath Institute in California can measure changes on someone else's DNA when it's already apart from the body? That's exactly what you heard. When a volunteer is in a room watching different videos that cause different emotions, his DNA in the laboratory is being changed at the same time with no delay. When the volunteer is watching videos that generate good feelings like love and gratitude, the DNA relaxes and some of the broken codes are even repaired. And when the videos cause bad feelings like fear or sadness, the DNA shrinks so much that some of the codes break. And did you know that Einstein knew that? What happens is that everything is made of energy. The difference between one thing and the other is the amount of atoms that we have in it. If you look to anything through a microscope, you're gonna see the exact same thing, energy. The spooky action distance, it's an Einstein theory, today already proved, that says that once the energy is split, if we separate those particles, no matter for what distance, they're gonna keep behaving as if they were together, and that happens immediately, with no delay. The science still doesn't know how to explain the quantum entanglement, neither how it works even faster than the light speed. But they know that yes, everything is connected through the quantum entanglement. If everything, including us, are made out of energy, and our heart is a potent organ that generates energy, an electromagnetic wave that influences everything, not only our body and our surroundings, But even things that were connected with us before, you can have an idea of how the mechanics of the law of attraction works. Have already been thinking about someone and then out of the blue, that person calls or texts you? If you have already exchanged energy with someone, when you influence that energy, you will influence it whatever it be. That allows this type of thing to happen. The most important thing is to remember that what you will attract depends on the energetic frequency that you're vibrating, or the type of energy that you're vibrating. In other words, it depends on the emotions and feelings that you're feeling. In average, an adult has 70,000 thoughts a day, and 95% of those thoughts are exactly the same from the previous day. And that is because our subconscious mind have already learned how to optimize everything that we do. That means that you do, think, and feel things in the autopilot every day. And those are the exact same things. But what your satellite is emitting and attracting to you? The best way to answer that question is analyzing what you feel most part of the day. Are you a happy person who is always driving nice cars, traveling to new places, someone happy that can always buy and do whatever you want, that is grateful for the life that you have and for the people around you, that is never concerned about any problem because you know that the things will work for you somehow? Or are you that person that already wake up frustrated because has to go to work, get the bus, who is always thinking about the time to go home, who is always thinking about the problems and the crises in your relationship, who is always concerned because you don't have enough money, that person who is concerned because somehow you think that you're not giving the right attention to your body and to your health, that think that something might be wrong with your body? Which one do you think is your vibrating pattern most of the time? Superficial positive thinking doesn't work because your conscious mind only rules 5% of your day. Even when you're decided to think positive, your routine will make you feel the exact same things again and again because you cannot change your life overnight. But if you want to create long-term changes in your mind, you need to act through the subconscious mind, the most powerful mind. Changing your neural structure in a way that you're going to start to feel and think more positive things will change your vibrational pattern subconsciously, and you start to attract good things to you. But that's not magic. That's so certain as the force that drags things in the electromagnetic field. Be it with affirmations or NLP exercises, you need to find a way to repeat good feelings several times a day. The repetition will act in your brain through the neuroplasticity, and it will change the physical structure in your brain, and it's going to be easier for you to think and feel good things. That's the way you program your subconscious mind to always be connected to good feelings, to be connected to good stuff on autopilot. Here in the channel, you find several exercises to help you in this process. As long as you learn how to use it and bring the benefits to your life, don't forget to share this with someone else. Everyone deserves to be happy, and together we're gonna make the world a better place. Thank you, and Sinta Positivo.